Yep. CCTV, public access. And yours truly, Brother R.A., the brother with something to say each and every day. I might have attitude today. But, yeah. So, just so that you know for future reference, not only can you get Brother R.A. here on YouTube, but you can hit the TV. If I hit this TV and it's going to bring me to myself on air, but thank goodness it's not playing back because there would be some feedback. But yeah, just so that you know, you can go to Brother R.A., hit the TV and see me live, or hit the YouTube and go to the past shows. So that's that. Let's take care of that out of there. That's out of there. That was okay. Oh, yeah. We're going to get to that issue in just a moment. But, yeah, I think I made a mistake last week. I said something about Nana's birthday being in 1980. No, not her birthday, but she was born February 11th, and that was 1920, and she transitioned December 21st, 2001. Is that going to open up for me? Maybe it's not going to open. All right, that's Mommy's picture. Mommy and Daddy there. Actually, Mommy was having an issue. Her face froze or something like that. So that's why she cocked her head to the side. But this was in 2005. 2005 at Master Heej's first time he graduated me. And now I'm learning so much more. I'm like, you call that a graduation? But I love you, Master Heej. That's my teacher from so much that has happened in my particular life here. Date and time's important, 103. I took that hit. And let's look at this week. This is the month of May 2019. I am your host, Brother R.A., creating media and just sharing knowledge about what it means to be melanin dominant with a liquid pineal gland after enduring so much integrated self-hate on melanin dominant black people. And there is no distinction between black, brown, red, or yellow. Any one of those copulate with some albino white person, that child will, even the Asian would have a half white, half Asian, and that Asian, because of the sandstorms in their eyes, and that child would have that Asian gene of blood with that albino child. But let's get to the media. May 26th, in 1924, in response to eugenicist fears that some immigrants would pollute the American gene pool, Congress passes Immigration Act of 1924, which bars all immigration from Asia. And now look at how many motherfuckers over at Harvard and MIT. Let's go on to a different particular topic. And Yeah, see if I can get my pictures to coincide with the reading. So, dealing with Harvard, MIT, and so on and so forth, and who we are here, 1892. Memphis, Tennessee, office of Ida B. Wells, newspaper, the Free Speech and Headlight. And just because I'm Brother R.A., I want to show this particular picture. Ida B. Wells' newspaper, the Free Speech and Headlight, is destroyed by white mob angered by anti-lynching editorials. She relocates to Illinois on the 28th of this month, yesterday, the day before today, 1830. President Andrew Jackson signs Indian Removal Act requiring tribes to exchange land east of the Mississippi River for territory in the West, and leading to forcible removal of those who resisted. And let's just go on to today, 1843, first of Zoot Suits, a series of violent conflicts between white sailors and Latino youth in California during World War II breaks out this week in Los Angeles. That's today, 1943. What year is this? What am I dealing with as Brother R.A.? A melanin-dominant, thinking black motherfucker that's got to survive in this bullshit. So let me go ahead and read some of this from, I got cut off in reading that particular piece last week, and let's see if we can go ahead and get these points out. I ain't nobody important. But what's important is who determines what. I am just a human, melanin-dominant black man re-educating myself in this Western societal value-structured system where all media intrinsically teaches melanin-dominant blacks with the liquid pineal gland, self-hate, devaluing self, doubt and fear as a population control measure, simultaneously promoting as a population control measure the higher level of light, bright, white skin as a desired preferred skin complexion one needs to succeed in this visual equivalence to divine access, and is the statement of beauty on all levels. White is all right value. White is all right. Now, looking for a companion and understanding certain things, even in my family. Did my mother admire my father because of his lighter skin? And did she resent being darker skinned? Being more melanin dominant? I'm just asking a question as a thinking black motherfucker. These two see me, I'm the Tai Chi player who does the uh delving deep within my undivided individuality. Does that make sense? Reaching the full sphere of what's out there, illuminating itself, and are you capable in tapping in? Oh, here, let's just point this out real quick. I get a point. Now, this motherfucker, looking at this melanin dominant black woman, this melanin recessive inbred mutant albino with a calcified first eye, a calcified pineal gland, and there's 3 white men, there's black people over here looking around the sheet to see what they're doing to this melanin dominant black woman as a eugenics project experiment. What is it about being melanin dominant? But then, what is the media? The media is teaching you to resent yourself, teaching you to don't have internal appreciation for your ability to tap into your divinity just by standing still. All right, you're taking up too much time talking shit. Need that sip of water. I have a lot of great content. Now, showed you the science, talked about the media, the self-hate. I'm just a human, melanin dominant black man re-educating myself in this Western societal value structured system where all the media intrinsically teaches melanin dominant blacks with a liquid pineal gland self-hate, devaluing self, doubt, fear as a population control measure, simultaneously promoting as a control measure the higher level of light, bright, white skin as a desired preferred skin complexion one needs to succeed in this visual equivalence to divine success, and is the statement of beauty on all levels. White is all right value. Then value the image of dead slaveholders, images on paper as an economic system. There's not much other media out there to illuminate what your work has done, Rain. And this is in my letter to Rain, the producer, director of Foreigner's Home. Foreigner's Home, done by Toni Morrison, a melanin dominant black woman giving her knowledge. Says, you go ahead and make the movie with all my work. And that's what this white woman with some moisture in her first eye in sharing Soldier's Home. So I was saying to her, there's not much other media out there to illuminate what your work has done, Rain. You have balanced your one, your universal I, your spiritual I. Can you take time to look into your own eye? How is the eye named? A pupil. So I'm a pupil of the one verse. What have I been preaching and sharing the past couple of weeks? How is the one drawn? Okay. So let's continue on to the next phase. After having gone back to see it again, I saw it twice. After my program on Wednesday, this was May 10th, 2019, 6 p.m. I'm writing this letter. And I saw the program Wednesday at 1 p.m. And you can hear me talk about that. Go back to brotherra.com and see the episodes. But pumping up the last showing of the 5 that was shown at the MFA at 4 p.m. I'm wondering, is this controlled media at the Museum of Fine Arts? This very powerful piece, and it was only given 5 showings? Did you sell only a certain number of showings? They moved it into a smaller theater. Only 36 people showed up. 6 white men, 2 black couples, me and a second woman I brought to see your media. Not many have your inner standing. Melanin dominant black or melanin recessive white. My birthday, February 17th, 1962, the day before Toni Morrison. She's just a little bit older, but that's the day. February 17th, hers was February 18th. Stars have influence on personalities. I started as a student at Morehouse in Atlanta because Martin Luther King Jr. went there. 1980, Cambridge Ringen Latin School, graduated, accepted to Holy Cross in Morehouse. My grandmother wished for me to be a minister because that's what she desired for herself. But black women weren't allowed to preach. What's wrong with a black woman sharing knowledge? Just a thought. Okay, so my grandmother wished for me to be a minister because that's what she desired for herself, but black women weren't allowed to preach the word of God. I started out on that path, but constantly asking, why do anything? I don't like anything. How do I know what I like? After 57 years, I know what I like. I claim the title of media professional just to give an idea, but I'm still open. And why do I need to claim anything specific? I've been practicing Tai Chi, meditation, and movement. I'm comfortable with you to tell you that the 108 posture dance takes approximately 20 minutes to perform is like it's a spiritual poetry in motion. The longer you do it, the more you become one with the verse, the universe, reaching all levels of yourself in these verses, physically, mentally, psychologically, and spiritually, reaching the balanced vine, the balanced line, or the divine, the divinity. Divinity is there when you are the balanced one with it. Are you balancing yourself? With the 5 elements in this one verse? Divinity is there when you are balanced, one with it. How is the one drawn, the top to the bottom? Only a portion of the one verse, the universe. What is our perspective or perspective? So mind over matter, materials, mind over matter and materials. What one thinks matters. I'm still recreating a balance of yin-yang energies on the various levels of my psyche as a black man in this white supremacist mindset. I'm finding more white women here in Boston have more of an intrinsic sentiment of self-esteem or closer feeling of being goddesses than serving God, an energy outside of themselves, and learning to value internal energies and have higher levels of self-appreciation after the years or centuries of positive media ingestion of white woman role models. I know I like and truly appreciate your work. As far as I'm concerned, you reveal quite a bit of your mind, pulling and putting that media together, reflecting the depth of your various aspects of your divinity, crossing all barriers. You and Tony have interwoven spirits. Yes, she is the source. You could have only done this media with other consultations and advices, but that is the woman's balanced sphere, spirituality of one, reaching the void, the one verse, the universe. Woman, I can talk. That's just an introduction of our communing to make worlds a better place by sharing this, by sharing with others to raise our self-esteem, self-confidence. We learn we are one. You and me, one verse at various levels, depths of a sphere of yin-yang, children of the sun, balancing our universal energies as male and female. Timing is incredible. Chia, something. Happy Mother's Day to you. Check the past few weeks' programs and see what you're getting yourself into. We can schedule you on brotherra.com. Just hit YouTube button on my page. Look forward to hearing from you, goddess. What do you call this? A love letter, a thesis, a sermon? Forgive me for enjoying communing good times with you already in our first eye. That's divine. From the son of Richard W. Arthur and Christine Ellen Fuller Patterson, Arthur. Me, Richard W. Arthur Jr., a.k.a. Brother R.A. Brother has too much to say each and every day. And going from what? Brooklyn? How the Irish got here? I'm not your Negro. This was a preview because I'm going to air this over the next 4 weeks in June. And we'll start with the interviews with Raul, the director, Raul Peck, with the voice of Samuel L. Jackson, James Baldwin, Brother R.A. in 2019. This brother, we're talking about in the 50s, writes his poetry. Am I writing poetry or am I becoming one with myself as a thinking black man that matriculates in the intellectual mecca of the world? Okay, 28 minutes in, okay. And with me airing this live, you have to watch it live. I may be able to archive it. I'm going to have to figure out how to use SD cards and record this schmack, because YouTube is going to snatch it down saying copyright infringement. So borrow it. Get it from the library when I return. This, how the Irish got here? Wait a minute. How did my ass get here? Daddy daycare. What's my role and responsibility as a black man in America? I'm just putting a little bit of shit out here. I'm pissed. I couldn't see this. Someone scratched the DVD. Couldn't see that one. I'm talking about media, right? And what was Fifth Wave about? The melanin recessive inbred mutant albino with the calcified pineal gland trying to communicate with the other? An alien? The fifth wave. Oh my God, and the color of this girl's eyes. And how old was she? This was a teenager movie. Praise up the little lily white girl. Oh, she's so adorable. Oh my God, did you see those beautiful blue eyes? And I'm having issues trying to determine who. I wish to have a black woman to be the mother of my child, but all the miseducation and self-hate I've ingested. I know any child I have will be black And I'm going to have to share the roots. Understand this is what my parents endured, what I'm enduring. How many waves of melanin recessive inbred? Let me stop. Cut it out. That I'm not your Negro. I hope to air this through the month of June on Wednesdays for my 57 minutes. And do what? Chasing ice? What was this about? Global warming and... Well, I have to prove that, I have to show, I mean, once you see the icebergs, they're becoming oceans. Oh, well, you're fucking up the world. Wait a minute, how many y'all drive cars? Use oil, electricity, solar power? What was the Matrix about? Using humans as energy? Are we going to create that type of intelligence? Are you already stuck on fucking stupid? You're just a battery? Laverne, Shirley, Laverne, Shirley, Laverne, Shirley, Laverne, Shirley. I gotta do my job. I need to make a dead slaveholder. Ain't nothing going on but the rent. I'm not your Negro. Chasing ice. The world was originally melanin dominant when the Earth's axis was straight up and down. And see, y'all think I'm talking so much shit. Oh, this was a 911 flick. I didn't even get to the end of it. 0 Dark 30. I'm like, so are you going to blame the Arab for 911 and torture the melanin dominant man with your cave dwelling ass? Did I say Nana? I talked about the pictures. Nana. I'm her grandson. And Sunrise, Tina wrote, February 11, 1920. Sunset, December 21st, 2001. Let's make that correction. So I got through that letter, I got through that. We got through the roots. You think I talk so much shit, right? But what's the substantiation of it? So, let's go. Since I'm talking about the path. My grandmother and my mother, I showed you the picture of my parents, and who am I? And what is life about for me? And, you know, there's mommy and daddy, and here's Nana, and and they bronze my baby shoes. What path is this nigga on? I started reading, this is the book that turned my life around. Jim Granger's book, A Black Man's Bible. And he set me off into this direction to read from this mutant. Worlds in Collision, Emmanuel Velikovsky. He's the one where I talk about the Earth's axis being straight up and down and nothing but melanin dominant people, and then even NASA 23-degree tilt. And so with that 23-degree tilt, now you have a North Pole and a South Pole. And I inbred. And with me as a melanin dominant black man inbreeding, my child came out melanin recessive. The genes were too similar. They weren't capable of locking or interlocking like when two people who are not related. So, that was that. The substantiation. Continuation of my substantiation. The miseducation of the Negro. Oh, I even have a, what is this? Major bullshit? The Constitution? The miseducation? And what was some nonsense about Bush and oh, you can't claim, not Bush, who the fuck am I talking about? Trump. Fuck you, Trump. You can't trump Brother R.A. I'm beyond your way. This, oh, R.A., get to the other point. You got to. Oh, dealing with the government and all that bullshit. Okay, put mommy away, daddy away, put the science experiments away. We have to get to the other pages of the internet to share what the hell I'm talking about. Where am I? Holy fucking shit! Melanin recessive inbred mutant state of what? Oh, I didn't read it. I meant to read that. Let's go back real quick. So, y'all don't think I'm more shit. Okay, the Constitution. What's this shit say? He holds a bow in one hand and an arrow in the other. His arrow is pointing downward, representing peace. The white star is the symbolic of Massachusetts being one of the original 13 states. Around the shield is a dark blue ribbon with the motto, "By sword we seek peace." But peace only under liberty. And let's show you what you show outside of the Museum of Fine Fucking Arts. This is what you have flying the Massachusetts state flag with the red man, the melanin dominant individual, flying as a mascot on the flag. So I'm living in a state, Massachusetts, quote unquote, the intellectual mecca of the fucking world. Oh, everyone's got to come to Harvard and MIT and learn bullshit. And then, what did I read about by liberty and why you got your fucking knife, your sword over the Indian's head? What the fuck does that represent, you? Melanin, Father Nature, calm down. Father Nature, breathe. It's okay, because it's been that way for quite some time. So, we the melanin recessive inbred mutants with a calcified pineal gland, we come and take the red man's land. And now we have everyone value dead slaveholders ain't nothing going on but the rent. You gotta have a Laverne and Shirley. You gotta have to be on this plantation picking masters cotton. Okay, 20 minutes left. Okay, I got through the flag. Let's show you the images of, so as you stand still as a divine energy and you balance the elements of the universe within yourself and you focus inwardly on your internal universe and become one with the verse, you tap in to your infinity, your divinity, you become one with the verse. You don't need to value anything outside of yourself. You are a divine energy. Why is that so difficult? Here, let me show you this, since talking about miseducation and self-hate. And what about digestive? I mean, you have 45 feet of intestine, and how much food do you allow to go through your digestive system so that you could allow the appropriate nutrients to get to your mind and think these thoughts and think about your infinity, think about your divinity? Are we perpetuating Carter G. Woodson's The Miseducation of the Negro? I want to give homage and praise to Anthony Browder's talking about Egypt on the Potomac. Stolen African art, the pyramids, all that shit. Even the Pentagon. Wasn't that just the image of the star, but the inbred mutant albino with the calcified pineal gland stealing the black man art and restructuring and reorganizing the values, where no, you're a nigger black person and you can't love yourself. No, 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 no. You get a spanking. You can't believe in being black. You must believe in Christ. Is that John G. Jackson? Christianity before Christ. And what I'm sharing, divine energy, in an unconventional fashion, because I'm not confined within the abstract of my mind. I'm tapping. I have my head 6 feet above my neck and shoulders. I'm capable of seeing. That's an inside joke. Okay, we went from Christianity before Christ, and then I started, what? The Iceman's Inheritance, understanding the prehistoric sources of Western men's racism, sexism, and aggression. Michael Bradley. With an introduction by John Henrik Clark. What path am I on? How about chains and images of psychological slavery? African people and European holidays. Was it just Memorial Day? Let's celebrate those black men that died for a country that we're still not liberated in. And did I just make reference to about liberty and how much liberty? What? How about melanin, the key to freedom? Did I make reference to Dr. Richard King last week? Melanin, the key to freedom, the African origin of biological psychiatry. Is this psychiatry? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I just hit the pipe and I'm just out here feeling comfortable and confident as a black thinking motherfucker saying, hey, yo, some of that prior shit wasn't too balanced. You know what I'm saying? Not too balanced. Are you capable of allowing yourself to balance all aspects of who you are? No, I'm not Billy Graham. No, I'm not whoever one of them other. Nah. I'm about empowering you. What path am I on? What path have I chosen? The Matrix. What was I? How do you know what to choose? The path is inward. On May 19th, 2019, 9:04 a.m., The Matrix, I'm watching, and still have to think of Trinity as an albino. But in Neo, he may have some, but what is that? O-N-E, the one? So even the Matrix, about Morpheus, the god of sleep. Am I a divine energy teaching you to sleep? Or am I teaching or sharing to be more comfortable and relaxed with self-esteem and self-confidence? Your spine straight, because you are the one. And Trinity says to Neo about Morpheus, he knows more than you can imagine. A black man, it's an honor to meet you. No, the honor is all mine, Morpheus says to Neo. Well, the pleasure would be mine if I were to tap into another one that has an understanding of self-esteem and self-confidence. The mental vision of your digital, a number. Are you a number? Or are you allowing yourself to tap into who you are as divine energy? Are you allowing your mind over matter? What's the matrix? It isn't real. What is real? How do you define real? The Bible says, I am that I am. RA's ancestors How is the one drawn? Spelled. The one. The I. I is, and wait a minute, equal. Even equal is two lines. They're two parallel lines. Now, I equal two different spellings of I the and EYE. What is the center of your eye? It's called a pupil. You as the pupil, how confined is your matrix? If you're talking about what you see, hear, taste, touch, feel, then that's just electrical signals received by your brain, a muscle inside your head. Do you allow your thoughts to choose a hardened, calcified pineal gland way of thought, which is contained, boxed in? Or you choose the liquid, fluid, balancing element, moisture, water, balancing element has the ability to balance the 5 elements of the universe, not be stuck and rigid, but allow yourself to be more creative, unsurpassable justice. I have high expectations of myself. I see my divinity within me at a very calm level of relaxation. Return. Was I here? Did I leave? What happened? What did you observe? What did you feel? What did you see? Are you contained in your thought process? Or did you maybe tap in to the red man's land? Oh, wow, this was all your land. Hmm. And what do we value? Do you value yourself? After all that cheat, can you imagine me doing that to the woman? I gotta go. I gotta get the hell out of here. The show's over. You know, the clock always be tearing me up, but yep, gotta fold up my shirt. See you later. Gotta go. Till next week. Yes, and next week we will be doing oh I didn't have it in the right place. We will be doing what's his name?